I think the like institutions as well as artists like face different kinds of challenges, or have faced also different kinds of challenges over the course of, like, let's say the last 8 years, and they vary depending on the nature of the work as well, and it's super different. But let's say, I mean, some of these would be sometimes it's like the very fluctuating financial support. Sometimes it's from the organizations, but sometimes it's from the government. Sometimes it's like the fact that you still cannot register certain types of organizations, the fact that there's so much monitoring on organizations. More recently, it's some much more basic things. It's like, again, like accessing information, or like, websites being blocked, or like, again, sort of more very like ABC, like repressive freedom of expression problems. Other times it's political, like content. Like sometimes now, like there might be particular works, or like filmic works or other artworks that are actually, again, that actually brush the government up like in the wrong way, and so they might sort of solicit kind of intervention. There's sometimes very arbitrary things. Like sometimes there are like these scaremongering tactics where they will start rounding up employees from different, they will go and ransack like an office, take the computers, or like, under the guise of something like stolen software. So I mean, there are different kind of things. I would say overall though, like what I mean, not too simplified, but I think it's the broadest, or what encompasses all of these things for me is this kind of, it's psychological. It's like it's a kind of a constant, it's this feeling of constantly being under threat, whether directly or indirectly. And not just under any threat. Also, the threat is like comes with psychological and bodily harm. Like, I mean, even if you're rounded up and you spend 2 nights in a police station, that's pretty traumatic. I mean, I'm not even talking about the more sort of extreme things of people being in prison for months and years even. Like, I mean, never would I have imagined that so many people I know have spent time like incarcerated one way or another. And I think this in and of itself already is saying something. You have an entire generation of people who actually experienced it, and not just experienced it, it's almost become normalized, Like you leave your house and you're not exactly sure what might happen.